Hi everybody, welcome to a budget video. So today we are closing up the month of January. I'm going to repeat that. We are closing up the month of January. What? It is literally February and I cannot believe it, but it is what it is. It is February and the year is going to fly. So I really hope that you take this moment to really reflect and be intentional with where your money is going and what you are doing every single day. And you saw how quick January just went, which means whether you are intentional or not, time will go. So you might as well just be very focused on your financial goals and every single day pour into your goals. Anything that's going to fill up your cup, pour into it. So what I'm going to start with is the no spend update. So as you know, in the Financial Literacy Academy, so our community, the FLA, we are doing a no spend quarter. We do have some newbies. They're going to start with us for February. So I just want to update how many no spend days did I have. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 no spend days. So that makes me happy. I love that. I'm glad. So that is the no spend challenge for the month of January done, and I'm going to start a new one for the month of February. And as you know, that my goal is to use this money to pay off my daughter's school fees in the first quarter. So I'll keep you updated, obviously, on that one. So now let's have a look and see how much we actually spent now. So I will flip to January and I'm going to go straight into the monthly budget so that I can fill in the numbers for you. And obviously I've tracked everything, so I'm just going to look at my tracker on the side over here and use that to then populate my budget sheet. Okay, we're going to start with the income. So I'm just going to open up income tracker over here. Okay, so income one came in on the 2nd of January and income one was 30,000. Oops, that was a title. So it's income one and that was 30,000. So obviously you can write whatever title, salary, side hustle, whatever. Income 2 came in on the 12th, and that is when I started my weight loss journey, which I will share maybe end of the quarter on how that is going. Very challenging, but I need it. I need to pour into that cup. Income 2 was 25. Income 3 was on the 15th. And that was 12,000. And then the last income, which is on the 23rd. So that is usually like digital product to YouTube, and that was 7,200 Rand. Okay, so in total, our income is 30,000 plus 25 plus 12 plus 72. So 74,200 Rand is what we are working with in the month of January. So also here at the bottom where it says total income, I'm going to put the 74,200. Okay, so now let's have a look and see how much we spent on our bills. So these are usually our needs, and giving it's 1.5. Medical aid is 2021. Rent I paid 12. Medical insurance 1,560. Wi-Fi is 399. And utilities is 894. So in total, that was 1,500 plus 2021 plus 12,000 plus 1,560 plus 399 plus 894. So 18,374. 74. Okay, so that was all paid. And then we've got retirement, life insurance, and investment. So retirement is 1.5, life insurance is 970, and then for investment it is 1,000. So in total that is 1.5 plus 970 plus 1,000, which is 3,470 that goes to future self. So obviously the goal is to increase that because that is my priority. Okay, so now let's move on to subscriptions. Subscriptions is 100 Rand on CapCut. Teller was 440. School was 380. Shopify, our highest one, 6,000. Canva was 150. Apple is 230, and then GoDaddy, which I actually didn't plan for, was 370. And I just remembered I also forgot to add ManyChat, which is 420. Okay, so those are my subscriptions, and in total it is 100 plus 440 plus 380 plus 6,000 plus 150 plus 230 plus 370 plus 420, in total 8,090, but it's the highest just because of Shopify at the beginning of the year, and then throughout the year Shopify goes down to like 500 Rand. Okay, variable expenses. So we're going to start with packaging. We had actually planned to spend 1.5 on packaging, and we ended up spending the 1.5. For laundry, we had planned to spend 700 Rand, but we ended up spending 930. For food, we planned to spend 4,000 Rand, and we ended up spending 3,395. Petrol, we planned to spend 1,000, and we ended up spending 800 Rand. Courier guy, we planned to spend 3,000, and we ended up spending 3,400 Rand. Allowance, we had put away 600 Rand just in case we wanted to spend anything. We ended up spending 220. School stuff, so I'm actually going to put just the stationery over here, which we planned to spend 1,500, and we ended up spending 1,384. Then I'm going to add school uniform here just to separate it. Okay, so hair and nails, we planned to spend 1,500 on that. We ended up spending 2,000. So I had a gala to attend. I'm sure you've seen some posts that I posted on Instagram. So I had to do my lashes, and yeah, I ended up overspending on that one. So it is what it is. I don't do makeup, so lashes always put me together nicely. School uniform, we planned to spend 2.5, and we ended up spending 2.1. And then we bought pillows that we didn't actually plan on, but we needed them, so that was only just 260. They were on a nice sale, and yeah, that is basically it. So how much we actually spent on our variable expenses is 1.5 plus 930 plus 3,395 plus 800 plus 34 plus 220 plus 1,384 plus 2,000 plus 21 plus 260, which is 15,989. And then for our debt attack payment, so school fees is obviously the debt that we are focusing on. We have 19,500 Rand saved, so I'm going to put it obviously on paid, and the goal is to finish off the school fees by March. So the total school fees is 40,750. So if I subtract what we have currently, we have 21,250 to go to get to our goal. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we're going to push. And then loan 2, we paid the normal 2,600 Rand minimum payments, and I'm not tracking it, so I'm not going to put down the remaining up until I finish school fees to then track loan 2. Last category is our savings, our sinking funds. So our emergency fund, we are actually using the binder, so this one right here, which is the 20k binder. So our goal is to save 20k, and in total we have saved 1,650 so far. So 1,650. So to go, if I go 20,000 minus 1,650, we have 18,350 to go. Then our collective, which is the Financial Literacy Academy stockpile, I saved 1,000, and if I go 1,000 times 12 is 12,000. That means I'm hoping to get to 12,000, and we have saved a total, I have 11,000 then to go. And then for Skylar's birthday, so she has decided that her binder is going to be for her birthday, and obviously the binder will have 1,000 in total once we complete it. Sorry for the noise outside. I can't close the window. I am sweating right now. So challenge number 1 is the bear challenge, which is 10 bears, 20 Rand each bear. So that is 200 Rand, and she's done with that one. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So this one is done. And then she's also got some 10 Rand over here and 50 Rand as well. She gets money from her grandma and my mom. So she's got 100 and 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160 she has in total. And I think that is it that she has put away in her binder. The rest she's spent it on tuck shop stuff at school. So that is 360 that Skylar has saved. So I'm going to add the title here. I'm going to go Sky Birthday, which is 360. So if we take 1,000 minus 360, she has 640 to go. And then for the 100-day challenge that we're doing as a collective during the no spend challenge, I am going to say, if I complete it and I've paid off Skylar's school fees, I want to use it to buy an iPad or to save for an iPad. So obviously the total is 50. So I'll show you. I've also got some cash that I need to actually put away there that I have not actually added into the challenge. So in total here we have saved 702 Rand. That's what I've colored in so far. So I've also got this here available, which is 270. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put away money on block 98, 99 and 73. So 270. And I'm going to then put this money in here, my jar. Obviously, if I need it for the school fees, I will use it, but I'm hoping that I am going to use it just for my iPad. So 98, 99, and 73. Oops. My battery's low on this camera, so hopefully it lasts. So 270 plus 702 is 972. That we have saved in total in the 100-day no spend challenge, which was supposed to go to like groceries and stuff. So I was able to save that money. So 972. So if we go minus by 5,050, which would be the total amount, we still have 4,078 to go. And that is basically how much we have spent in total and saved. So now let me calculate how much we have saved. So it's 1,650 plus 1,000 plus 360 plus 972, which is 3,982. And then plus debt that we have paid. So plus 19,500 plus 2,600, which is 26,082, and then plus the variable expenses of 15,989, so that is 42,000, and then plus the subscriptions, so plus 8090, 50,000, and then plus the future self of 3470. And then lastly, plus the bills of 18,374. So in total, we have spent and saved 72,005 Rand. So if I minus that from the income of 74,200 Rand, we have 2,195 remaining that we can now take and put into school fees, because that is the main priority in this season, is to pay off our school fees, technically to pay off our debt, but school fees is number one priority, and then we're going to move on to the next one. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and it was nice to see the whole budget overview of how much we have spent. We obviously are living below our means in this month, so that is amazing, and we're able to basically pay everything and save as well, while also attacking our debt, or basically prioritizing school fees. And I'll see you on the next video as I set up my budget for the month of February. Bye guys.